Cat Black here. We're conserving different things. As an old school brother, some of my conclusions about safety, personal, border, and national parallel those drawn by conservatives and sometimes, ironically, nationalists in that fold. However, our concepts of nationalism and safety invariably are at odds. As a Gen X brother, I can remember, and still to this day to some extent, how a white woman's accusation, no matter how specious, carried the weight of the world upon it, and a black man so accused would have to attempt to prove his innocence, even if all evidence clearly pointed toward it. That's not something I would want to conserve. A white man engaging in an altercation with me, should I emerge victorious and being accused of wrongdoing because I defended myself, as every state and the District of Columbia says one can, is not something I would want to conserve. A police officer illegally using force upon black men and boys because he feels that that's just how you need to treat, quote, those people, is not something I would want to conserve. Conversely, the type of armed self-defense exhibited by movements like the original Black Panthers, the Deacons for Defense and Justice, beloved ancestors Malcolm X, Huey P. Newton, beloved brothers like Bobby Seale, and so many others, is definitely something I would want to conserve. Creating our own institutions, similar to what the Nation of Islam did, the Hebrew Israelites, the Yahwehs, the Ansar Allah community, the Ashar Set Society, various African traditionalists, and even mainstream entrepreneurs specializing in building black communities. That is something I would want conserved. You see, the phrase conservatism, unfortunately, but invariably, leads to a white nationalist conclusion. A hierarchy where white men and then white women are the ruling class, and all others have to conform to that norm. Now, as I've said throughout, and I close, white nationalism is not something I want to conserve. And that does not mean, by crux or logic, that I'm somehow in favor of violent crime and theft and the random attacking of white people simply for being white, and burglary and carjacking and any other number of heinous crimes committed by people of all hues whom the white right always paints as being uniquely black behaviors. You can be pro-safety, pro-God, pro-family, pro-institution building without being pro-white nationalism.